Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jamila and I love all things beauty. I love all things makeup, I love all things skincare, and I especially love sharing my tips and tricks on how to find high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. Yes, we do. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, I would love if you would consider subscribing and joining the family. Whew. Okay, so we are back with another good old-fashioned haul. Now, the goal was to not have a haul before Black Friday. That did not exactly work out, but there were actually a lot of really good sales that happened in the last couple of weeks, so I thought I'd just show you guys what I picked up. I am going to be doing a Black Friday wish list video, just talking about the products and the brands that I'm hoping to shop for Black Friday, because my list has gotten a little bit out of control and I need to pare it down a little bit. But let's just dive into this haul. Now, I shopped from a number of different places. So I have some stuff from Morphe, some stuff from Sephora, some Pat McGrath, some Beauty Bay. So the whole shebang. So I'm just gonna dive in, grab things at random. I'll tell you where I picked them up from, but there's not gonna be any rhyme or reason with this. So one of the first things that I picked up was the new Patrick Ta blush palette. Now, I have been interested in the Patrick Ta blushes, but never felt like picking them up. So when he came out with this limited edition blush palette, I thought that this would be a perfect time because you get technically six blushes for $58. So you get a cream and a powder blush. So you get three shades, one cream, one powder for each shade. So this is what the packaging looks like. That's stunning, reflective packaging, very high-end, very luxe. And when you open it up, these are the blush shades here. Really, really beautiful. Now, this is limited edition. It does retail for $58. I actually used some of my Sephora points to pick this up because I figured that the points were going to give me more money off than the Sephora VIB sale, and I wanted to try out the blush palette. I did watch a couple of videos before grabbing this, and from what I can tell, people really think that this is best suited for deeper complexions compared to his single blush duos. So I'm gonna do a video testing this out for you guys, but I'm very excited to try it. This is my first Patrick Ta product generally, so we'll see how this goes. Next, I actually grabbed a couple of things from Morphe. So I went into Morphe to pick up some empty magnetic palettes for my Pretties for Your Face collection. And they were having a 50% off sale. 50% off practically everything, even their Jaclyn Hill cosmetics products. What I ended up picking up was two skincare bundles. This is from the brand Bad Habit. Never tried them before. So this is the Just Try Me Skincare Essentials Kit. It does come with a cleanser, a moisturizer, a nightly cleansing balm, and then a night cream. And these are all, I would assume, like trial sizes. Yeah, they're pretty tiny. Do you guys know I love a good skincare routine? So I figured that I would give this a try. It was relatively inexpensive, if I'm not mistaken. Let me find the receipts. So it's $29 regularly, so at 50% off, that would make it about $14. And the other set that I got from them was the Major Intervention Mask Trio. So this is a set of three, again, mini size masks. It has the 10-minute rehab, total reboot AHA, BHA enzyme peel, and then the silent mode hydrating hyaluronic mask. So, actually it looks pretty. This was $25 full price, so at the 50% off came up to $12.50. So I will also give this a try. I'm particularly interested in the hyaluronic acid mask because as we're getting into winter, my skin does tend to lean a little bit more on the dry side. So I'll have to give that a go. Like I said, I went in with the intention of picking up their magnetic palettes for my Pretties for Your Face collection. I actually bought 4 of these. 2 already have shadows in them, and these 2 I'm gonna have more shadows in them when my next order comes in. So this is what it looks like. It's a basic large palette. These are typically, I believe, $12. Let me see. Yeah, these are typically $12, so add 50% off, they're $6 a piece, which is honestly really, really good. I was looking at the Adept Cosmetics one before this one, but that one is like $35, and $35, $6, you already know. The other thing I have is one of the 20-piece brush collection kits. Now, I know not a lot of people like Morphe or support Morphe, but I will say that their brushes are actually pretty decent, especially the Elite line. Honestly, that's the only line of brushes that I would recommend and that I use from Morphe. Now, this retails for $80, so with the 50% off, it was $40. So you get 20 brushes and the brush case for $40. That, I don't even know if you can find that anywhere else. So this is what the brush case looks like. When you open it up, you get the pack of brushes. And these are all the Elite brushes. So they have that very, very soft brush hairs. Because some of the issues that I have with the other brushes from Morphe is that they can be a little scratchy. But I find that the Elite line works perfectly. And then this is the actual case. The good thing about this case is that it actually folds in half and you can clip down the sides. You can clip the sides down, which actually allows this to stand up, and you can put your brushes in here. And this will be standing up while you're using it, which I think is a super, super cool concept. This is actually my second purchase of this case. I did buy one of these during their last like 50 or 60% off sale. And it really is worth it for the price. You know, $40 for 20 brushes makes it like $2 a piece, I guess. And it then makes the brush case free. Now, in addition to getting the Morphe brush set, I did actually pick up a couple of individual brushes. So I picked up the E2, which is their large powder brush. And then I picked up E59, which is the tapered bronzer brush. Now, this definitely... Let me show you all the shapes. So this is the tapered bronzer brush. Now this is definitely pretty dense and would give a very, very precise application. I typically prefer bronzer brushes that have more of this shape, but I don't think they actually sell this one anymore. This is the E52. I love this brush. This is my favorite bronzer brush. So, and again, this is from the Elite line, so I was hoping that they would have this, but I don't think that they make it anymore. So I'm going to give this tapered one a try and see if I like it for bronzer. Maybe this will look good for cream. I don't know. I've never tried these bristles with like cream products, so I don't know. The other brush, like I said, was the E2, which is their powder brush. And this is what that looks like. I actually thought that this might be a really good bronzer brush because it does have that shape that I prefer, and I think it would flare out really nicely. I also have a chunky powder brush from them, and you can see that this one is a lot bigger, a lot fluffier compared to this powder brush. So I think this is a really interesting shape. I don't think I would necessarily use it for powder because it definitely reminds me a lot more of the bronzer brush that I like than a powder brush. And then the last brush, and both of those brushes are $20 a piece, so it came up to $10 each. And then the last brush that I picked up was the E17, and this is just a really, really tiny crease brush. It's a blender brush. This I thought would be great for like very detailed crease blending work. Okay, and the last thing that I picked up from Morphe was some of the liners. Now, they don't really market them as like lip pencils or eye pencils. They just kind of market them as pencils. So I picked up 3 shades: Vibes, Clingy, and Wine. You guys already know that Toasty is my favorite liner, lip liner, and I use that in almost every look that I create. So I picked up these shades in the liner because these are the colors that I typically wear the most, and I actually really like how creamy their lip liners or eyeliners or whatever they are just so creamy. I've never tried them on the eyes. I will say that. I've never tried the liners on the eyes, but on the lips, so creamy. That was everything that I picked up from Morphe and from Sephora. So let's switch gears to my Beauty Bay order. Oh, even before I get into the Beauty Bay order, I actually picked up this palette from an indie brand that I didn't know about before. It's called Posh Culture. It's called Posh Culture. It is founded by a couple of Caribbean women, and they created a palette with Makeup Toys, who is a makeup artist, Carnival makeup artist specifically, and it is the Color Me Carnival palette. Like, I mean, I'm a Trini. That's the only way I can describe why I needed this in my life. It's a Carnival palette. Like, come on. No, this is honestly just a rainbow palette. It is super bright, super colorful, perfect for Carnival. Mainly matte shades, except for this kind of like silver shimmer, and then you have like a gold shimmer here, but everything else is matte. But I thought it was just so beautiful. Everything from the packaging, which is, you know, exactly what Carnival is to me, what Carnival is to everybody, down to the shade names. Like, you have wine, costume, chippin', bacchanal, all of that. So I had to have this. So I picked this up just to support and to, you know, represent for my Trini culture. And then from Beauty Bay, I picked up two palettes. The Wilderness palette, which was supposed to have been discontinued but somehow came back, and their New Age of Opulence palette. Now, I picked up the Wilderness palette because I saw a couple of videos of folks using this palette. A couple of people mentioned that this is a very similar color story to the Melt Morphe palette. And you guys know, Melt is like the only brand that when they discontinue a product, it is gone. They don't bring it back at all. So since I can't get the Melt palette, I decided to pick up the Wilderness palette. I have never tried the Beauty Bay formula. I've never bought anything from Beauty Bay before. So this is going to be a first time for me. And this is the color story. Is this not the most perfect fall palette? It is so beautiful. And I like that you get very, very different looks from this. I like that there's a blue row, a green row, a red row, and then this more like olive neutral row. And when I look at this palette, in addition to seeing rows, I also see quads. Like this right here, neutral quad. This here, blue-green quad. This here, this green-red quad, which I am very, very excited for. And based on the reviews that I saw from other people, I think this will be a really, really good palette. And then the last palette that I picked up from Beauty Bay was the Age of Opulence palette. Now, because people made such a fuss about the Wilderness palette, it got me into the brand. And then I saw that they released this Age of Opulence palette, which, whoo, talk about gorgeous. It is a jewel toned palette. First of all, packaging. This iridescent packaging, stunning. It is gorgeous, gorgeous. And then jewel tones. Is there anything more beautiful? Is there anything more beautiful? You guys already know I love purples. I am very intrigued by these blues because they look so rich. They look so pigmented. Everything about this palette just screams royalty, just screams rich, just screams luxury and opulence. So I can't wait to play around in this. I'm going to be doing a first impressions video on the Age of Opulence and hopefully the Wilderness palette. You guys know I'm a little bit backed up on videos, so just bear with me. They will come in time, slowly but surely. Okay, and lastly, Mama Pat, Auntie Patricia. So you guys saw from my previous video that Pat McGrath did a Pat McGrath did a fall sale where she offered 30% off of her website. So I bought me some things and they actually shipped really quickly. I think I bought these like 2 days ago and they're here. So I'm just going to show you guys what I picked up. Now, everything came really securely packaged, as she typically does. Now, everything kind of came in the box here, but in addition to that, I also got a separate sleeve in the box that had the highlighter that I picked up. So I really wanted to get the highlighter from her last release. It's the shade Golden Nectar, and I had to take it out of the box because honestly, I couldn't open this. I had to get my boyfriend to open this because this packaging, which is the same packaging as her blushes, come in just absolutely ridiculous to open. So this is the highlighter from her last launch, not the newest one. And I really wanted to try this because I know Morgan Turner said that this is her favorite of Pat's highlighters. Well, before this new one, at least. So I want to give this one a try. When it comes to Pat's highlighters, I have her Divine Rose, and I also have the one from holiday last year. That's that super heavy gold one. That one I don't actually like the formula of, but I do like the formula of the one from the Divine Rose one. So I want to see if this is different to either of those or just a completely new formula. In addition to picking up the highlighter, I picked up another one of her under eye blurring powder. This is in the shade Yellow, and I actually did the bundle deal. If you guys didn't know, Pat offers a lot of bundle deals on her website, and one of the bundles is the under eye powder and the concealer together. So this is a $52 bundle, but with the 30% off, I think I paid $35 for this in total. So again, I picked up the powder in the shade Yellow, and then I picked up the concealer in the shade MD23, which is medium deep 23. It has a golden undertone, and this is to replace the one that I just finished. I love this concealer, and to be honest, I might actually pick up more during her Black Friday sale. And then the last thing that I picked up was the Utopian Dream Bundle. So, first and foremost, the bundle comes with the Utopian Dream Palette. This is her Mothership 9. You guys already know I said I was not picking this up unless it was on sale. So, I was able to get this at 30% off. And, look at that. Stunning. Like, this really is beautiful. I will say that for sure. It is beautiful. I can't wait to play in this. So you guys know this retails for $125 on its own. But with the bundle, what I actually ended up getting was the palette, one of her black eyeliners, the Fetish Eyes mascara, and then the Permagel pen. Now, I can't remember what the actual bundle costs, but with the 30% taken off of the bundle, this cost me between $125 and $129. So, $129 for essentially 4 products. I will gladly take that in a heartbeat, because I think that's a huge discount. You guys already know that the pen alone is like $32 and the palette alone is like $25. So it kind of came out to me buying the palette for full price and then getting all of these products for free, which I will never argue about. So that's it for me, guys. That is all of the products that I hauled, again, from various places. You guys already know I got most of these, if not all of these, at a pretty decent discount. So I am very excited to have them all in my collection. I'm also really looking forward to Black Friday, which is coming up very soon, because there are some things that I have my eyes on, and I'm very excited to finally be able to buy them at a pretty good discount. So if you guys like this haul, if you guys like this video, I would absolutely love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. I would love if you would give this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below letting me know what item from this haul you want to see me use first. And as always, I love you guys, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye.